One. Hey, here we are. Another episode of Trash Talk, and we're getting fired up because the WNBA playoffs are about on top of us.
I mean, was that something that you thought we'd ever talk about? I mean, let's be real. Like, look, I'm not bashing. Okay, all you women out there, calm down. I'm
I
not bashing
yeah,
the WNBA. I never got into it because, quite frankly, it was pretty boring. Um, Massive talent, always. You make it to that level. I don't care what sport you are in, what league you're in, what race, what sex, what nationality. I don't care. You are a professional. You're better than me. Um, it wasn't my thing. It was a different style of play. It wasn't as exciting as the NBA. Let's be real. Let's just call it what we say. You got tickets for like five tickets for $1.50 and a bag of chips back in the day. However, the elevated play over the last 10 years, 5 years, probably 5 years, uh, has been great. And now I feel like the last 3 years, wow, wow.
and unlike you, I actually am of the opposite opinion because I never really got into the NBA
Fair.
that much because my feeling, number one, these guys are making incredible salaries. And a lot of what they're doing out on the court, I think, is showboating. I mean, a guy bumps into somebody and he
Okay.
automatically falls backwards to make it look, you know, bigger
Look.
than it is. The women from the college level, especially playing to try and get into the WNBA, it seemed always to be more competitive to me. And I'm wearing a hat from the Miami Soul. And when the WNBA started in the year 2000, the Miami Heat at the time had a WNBA team, the Miami Soul. It only lasted 3 years because many of the NBA teams, which were financing the WNBA team, they said it's a waste of money, or we're not going to continue to support it financially. And so
Sure.
the soul dropped out. I was absolutely an avid fan. I didn't bring a picture up, but in the Miami arena, I, Stuart Sachs, I was known as the Soul Man. I participated with the team. I got down on the floor sometimes during the breaks. I was a cheerleader. I was so into the WNBA.
Wow.
And I want to give special props at this point, and then I'll let you talk because this is supposed to be a two-way conversation.
It doesn't matter.
I am so in love with Diana Taurasi, who just came back with her sixth gold medal playing for the NBA. She has played every year of the WNBA. It started in 2000. She has played 24 years, the longest
Crazy.
playing player. And a big props to her. Congratulations on her sixth Olympic win. The women were awesome in the Olympics too. But you're right, they are finally coming into the props that they've deserved for this past 24 years, only in about the last three or four. And probably
Eh,
it's because of what it's done at the college level.
yes. Oh, college level for sure. I mean, absolutely. Excuse me. College level has increased dramatically. The competition is there, and the women deserve it. Like they deserve the pay, they deserve the same accolades, they deserve the sponsorships. When they work for it, they should get it. That is no question. I don't even think. They have been talking about equal pay for a long time, and
They're
there's been
not
a
getting it.
massive. They're not getting it,
Yeah.
but there has been a massive movement towards that. There's been a massive superstars that are doing that. And Caitlin Clark is one of those superstars. Look, if you look at the ratings, and this is what I want to talk about, it's what we see all over social media. We look at the two biggest Well, there's actually a few others, but the two right now rookies. Let's not forget these are rookies in the WNBA. You look at these two rookies with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Okay, you look at their explosive college career. You look at their personalities. You look at just who they are, what they do, and you look at the ratings for when these two play, and you look at the ratings for when Caitlin Clark plays. Period, and the
Right.
attendance. People are coming to see her. I don't care if you like her. I don't care if you're an Angel Reese fan, you think she's better. It doesn't matter. That's great. And here's my thing, and I want to get this disclaimer out there. I think Caitlin Clark is phenomenal. I love to look at Angel Reese. I ain't going to lie to you, okay? Like, she might beat me up, and I might be okay with that. Look, she is, she showed up in a Dennis Rodman jersey from the Pistons era. You got me excited. There's a lot of things happening in this situation. Okay, I know she's got an attitude. I know she can get a little hood, and I'm okay with that. My issue with Angel Reese is that she's so focused, whether she admits it or not. The picture is painted on trying to prove that she is equally as good as Caitlin Clark, better than Caitlin Clark, or should be acknowledged like Caitlin Clark, that she's messing up so bad that other than her stats, other than her rebound, she's living up to that Dennis Rodman name.
Yeah.
She's messing up. She's not shooting. She can't shoot a three for her life, and she shouldn't try it. There are things that are happening, and it's like, you are going to waste your rookie year by trying to defend yourself. Look, if people are going to gravitate towards Caitlin Clark, it has nothing to do with the fact that she's white. It has to do with the simple fact that we can silence this conversation right now. In almost every single category but rebounds, she is better than Angel Reese. Period. She is. It's not me. Just look at stats. We're not talking race. We're not talking anything. Look at stats. Caitlin Clark ain't perfect on and off the court, but she's focused on the game. And the minute that they didn't pick her for the Olympic team, she said, I'm going to show you something. And guess what? She silenced everybody.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I was really surprised that she wasn't picked for the team. I mean,
she should have been.
No doubt 2028, watch out.
Look, barring health and all that, look, the reality is, and someone brought this up, they said, look, man, what if somebody's been playing for years and they get passed up by a rookie? Well, that happens all the time.
Sure.
It happens all the time. It happened back in the day. It'll happen now. Would you pass up Michael Jordan just because he's a rookie?
Right.
Would you pass up some of these great, nobody's comparing. I didn't come up with this statement, but nobody's saying that Dennis Rodman's better than Michael Jordan. That conversation's over. Angel Reese is Dennis Rodman of the WNBA.
Yeah. And I think that Caitlin Clark is becoming the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. I mean,
let's pump the brakes a little, but yes, look, you're not wrong. She's rookie of the year, and she proved it the other night. She silenced it. She put an end in that conversation to Angel Reese. No, Angel, you are great. I just need you to stop. You can talk trash, but you got to back it up. And you're not backing it up right now. You're not backing it up with your team. You're not backing it up. You are so hyper-focused on Caitlin that you're falling apart. Great. You got rebounds.
And another interesting thing about Caitlin Clark is that she is a phenomenal shooter. No doubt about it. I mean, she's the third. Has the third most 3-point shots. She's a rookie now, but she is the third most 3-point shooter in WNBA history.
She made 100 threes this season.
Yeah.
100 in her rookie
and
season.
They're not finished yet. So
they ain't done yet.
But what I love about her play is that because she is such a threat, they're doubling up on her, and she also leads the WNBA in assists.
That's what I was going to say.
Because she plays the game smart. She knows that if I got the shot, fine, but I'm also going to be the decoy. and get that.
Look,
The Indiana Fever started off at the bottom of their division.
yep.
I think after the first 10 games or something, they were like 2-8. And they have come back to third place. They are going to be in the playoffs. They have become a better than 500 team, and they have done it through smart play, through team play, and the league has got a lot of great individual talent, and a lot of it came from the last year's playoffs between LSU and Iowa.
Oh, 100%. Now, let's not forget. I mean, they just lost. I mean, recently Fever lost
Yeah,
98-99 to Minnesota, I believe.
yeah,
But you know what though, dude? Caitlin Clark, 100 free throws, finishes a trip with a triple double against the Spark.
yep,
I mean, what are we talking about here? Like she is owning the game. She is balling. She is a baller. She's not just out there for herself. Look, she is a good poster for the WNBA, and Angel Reese has the opportunity to be that poster too, that poster woman for the WNBA. The problem is she's not a leader right now. Now that could change. That
yeah,
could come from young. It's not even to say I don't want Angel Reese on my team. And I understand some people don't feel that. They look at it and feel that way because she runs her mouth too much. She doesn't back it up. She's got excuses. Whatever. That could come from immaturity. That could come from anything. The reality is, if she would just focus on her game and get back to the basics, we could talk about the rookie of the year. But right now, that conversation is over.
yeah. Well, I mean, Angel Reese, she may not be a shooter, but she's leading the league in the most rebounds, and she is
Of course
also
she
leading the
is.
league in double doubles. So, I mean,
Yeah.
there you have to have good defense as well as a good offense. So
The thing is, though, on when they played, when was that? That was just a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago.
yeah,
Back on what, the 30th, I believe. That was the big game. Let's not forget that game started off rough for the Fever. Rough.
yeah,
They were dropping. They were down by like 20 something points. And that was Angel Reese's game. I mean, she came to play. That was the Rodman entrance. That was
right,
Barbie night. That was Barbie night, right? And they had all the Barbie towels out there. Like everything about it. This was an opportunity for Reese to be like, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get my team together and I'm gonna lock this girl down, and then we're gonna talk. She had an opportunity and she couldn't do it. Her team couldn't. Her team was outplaying her and had better stats than she does. And then
yeah,
Caitlin said, "Guess what? I'm coming back." And what was the score? 100-89. You gave the game away. So
right,
when I sit here, and again, I'm not attacking Angel Reese. I'm more frustrated with her because of what's happening. Like I said, I look at her all day. But can we shut up for a minute and get back to business? Caitlin's getting back to business, and now she's got a chip on her shoulder because she's tired of hearing this crap. She went after the game. She walked around and signed everybody. They had Barbie towels. She signed them. You know how mad that probably made Angel Reese? But she, instead of doing something about it, she's out there complaining.
yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I think the more hostility towards Caitlin Clark, that's the more fuel for her. That
Do
that
you know
that
that
fires her
out,
up.
out of the 15, and I could be wrong on this, I didn't write it down. Out of the 15% of the fouls are higher, like the shots, 15% of the fouls in the NBA, okay, it's up 15%. 80% of that 15% is from Reese and her crew going after Caitlin.
Yeah,
That's not a stat that you want to be proud of. You can't beat her, so you're going to take her out. And I'm all about a little rough ball. We talked about flopping and all that. I'm a bad boy era boy, okay? Detroit Pistons, Bill Laimbeer, not Scottie Pippen, that's your boy.
yeah,
Joe Dumars, Isaiah. Isaiah was a dirty player, man.
yeah,
And I love me some Isaiah. And let's not forget, I come from the second wave of bad boys, Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups. We came to play. So
that's right.
I love a tough team. That's not tough. That's targeting, man. That means you can't win if you're trying to hurt somebody.
Yeah, yeah, and you're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna draw the fouls. You're gonna foul out,
It's
and
ridiculous,
you
dude.
send somebody like Caitlin Clark to the free throw line. She's gonna make 70% of her free throws anyway, too. So
Angel Reese can't make that. I don't. What is she at? Like 33% or something
yeah,
stupid like that.
yeah,
I'm like, it's called a free throw. If you don't do anything right in the game, make your free throws. Like,
that
you know what I mean? Like, just practice. I'm not saying
there's
I could do it,
there's nobody in your face for that. It's just you and the hoop.
but I think the conversation's over. I don't think that Caitlin is going to get like league MVP. I think that if God, I can't remember her name, um, who's probably going to get it. I can't remember her name. If she is not around, then Caitlin's in the conversation.
Yeah.
She's in the conversation now. She isn't going to get it. But Angel, you've lost
Are
the
you talking
MVP
about
rookie.
I can't even pronounce her last name, Ombongo Wally or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. Well, and God, hold on.
She's put up some phenomenal numbers this season also.
Oh, I agree. I'm looking it up right now, guys. So just
Yeah.
figure it out. Um,
But Asia
but
Wilson too,
yeah. Oh my, that's who I think is
phenomenal player.
personally, I think that she's going to get it. I think that she's going to get. I
Yeah.
think Wilson's going to get it. I don't know if that's who I'm thinking of, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think Asia. She's so dude. Yes, that's the one. Asia, dude. That she's phenomenal. And I think that if you take Wilson out of the conversation, Caitlin Clark is the one. I think Caitlin Clark's in that topic, but she's not going to get it. But as far as rookie, she got it. Rookie of the year, yes. And Angel needs to come back from this and say, I'm gonna focus on me, because sooner or later, her teammates, they're not going to be behind her anymore. It's going to happen. And that toxic behavior is going to turn into this. I mean, there's a ton of NBA players who got moved around a lot because of toxic behavior.
But whether it's clean behavior or it's toxic behavior, it is filling up those stadiums.
Well,
There's
that's
sold
the key.
out crowds almost every. I mean, even the teams that have got lousy. What is it? New York? No, not New York. L.A. The L.A. Sparks
Mm-hmm.
used to be a
Yeah.
contender. Back
Yeah.
in the days. I can't remember her name. She's a broadcaster now. Uh, but the LA Sparks have got a losing season, really pitiful season.
Oh, horrible
They're still
season.
filling their stadium because the people are either coming to still see the Sparks play or they're coming to see whoever's playing against them because there really are no bad teams. Each one of the teams in the WNBA has got some really superstars to watch and follow.
Well, you look at, they do. I mean, there's a ton of amazing talent.
Yeah,
WNBA is exciting right now, and
yeah,
I'm glad. I'm excited about it.
yeah. Even here in Dallas, I mean, we've got a few really great players. They haven't kind of found that chemistry yet to
Not
play
yet, not
as a
yet.
team, but some good talent out there. And
But you,
I think great thing is that it is a big benefit for those young girls in
I
high
love that.
school and
Yes,
college to now say
yes,
there is another avenue for us in the athletic fields. I just hope that they open their eyes and realize that it is a moneymaker and start paying these players what they're worth.
yes.
Caitlin Clark,
Get
who is a phenom, signed a contract for $70,000 for her
Jesus.
rookie year. Now, granted, she's making millions on endorsements outside, but when you look at rookies in the NBA, who many of them are starting in the millions, and then you give a rookie in the WNBA 70 grand uh,
Right.
to play, there's an inconsistency there.
No, I agree, because you know what? The 22 million Nike contract with Caitlin, thank God for that. Nike got that money, they'll just keep throwing it out there.
Right.
But the reality is, if you don't play well, you ain't getting that contract.
Yeah.
And if you don't play well, that contract will expire. Great, you got the money, but what happens? We know that money runs out. and you're paying all your people, and you're looking at, you got a 4-year contract for what, $338,000, and you're out there risking your life. You're out there bringing the WNBA millions.
Right.
And there are some players that are phenomenal that don't get the option to get that contract. So
Right.
they're relying on the $75,000 a year. And don't get me wrong, $75,000 a year, if you're just chilling and you go to a 9 to 5 job, might seem cush with the little bennies and all that. But when you're traveling and your physicality and all, like, stop that. Like,
Right.
those arenas are raking in the cash off concessions and merch. And you give these girls their money, give these women their due, because look, they deserve it. I want to see them succeed. I love the fact that, for me, as a guy who wasn't really into the NBA, and I'll be honest, I'm not ashamed to admit it, kind of looked at it as like, okay,
Yep.
I'm in. I'm in. And I love that I can go to that now and see what the timeline of progression was and what the impact on these young ladies in high school and middle school and college. I think it's great.
And I'm glad that it has happened to the WNBA, because we saw this happen in soccer. The women, when the women's soccer team, U.S. soccer team, and all won the gold, all of a sudden there was this passion for women's soccer that has grown. They still are not, getting the financial equity that the men are getting, but it brought it to the forefront. Now we're seeing it in women's basketball. I hope there's other sports that are coming along too, where the women will start to shine just as much as the men are doing too.
Yeah, I agree. So, in the meantime, guys, check it out. I don't care whose side of the fence. I don't care if you like either of these girls. I'm looking at it from stats. Reese, I understand you're tired of people talking kind of slander about you. Look, let's make the final statement. Final statement is this: I think Angel Reese is beyond talented. I want her to succeed. She could be the face. Her and Caitlin could really be these opposing forces in the WNBA. They could be the face for so many women and bringing so much money to the sport and positive spotlight. Be aggressive, talk smack, but work on your game, and then you can come back and back it up.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say. Oh, and by the way, on a personal side, if you're ever in Dallas and you want to, hit me up, you can call me. I'm here. I hang out with you. I'll wear the jersey. I ain't scared.
And again, I'm going to end the show by again giving props to Diana Taurasi. 20 years, 24 years playing the game. She is incredible. And when you figure most of these girls are probably going to put in a good 5-6 years in the WNBA and then move on. That longevity, Sue Bird had it for many, many years, and Diana Taurasi. It's a great game. And if you have a chance, go out and catch a WNBA team in the city where you're at, because
100%.
It's like going to the minor league baseball games or something. It's usually
super fun, man.
Good
Super
ticket
fun.
price, good food. Enjoy yourself. Come back and see us again next week. Bye.